In this learning video, we're going to look at loading data into Tableau. This video is meant to be a very basic introductory learning video for those of you who probably have gotten Tableau and this is the very first time you've ever seen it. So we're going to really focus on the actual act of loading data into the Tableau desktop. So data prep also, before you get data, a lot of times takes some curation, cleansing, wrangling. You really want to make sure the data you load is actually ready to go. And tools like Tableau Prep do a great job for loading data. So after you do a data load in Tableau, you want to select a sheet. So let's go ahead and go to Tableau for the very first time. Here, you see Tableau. I just opened it. There's nothing going on yet. I just need to load data into Tableau. There's multiple sections you can do. You can search for a Tableau server and connect the data through the server, Microsoft Excel, text file. Then it gets kind of exciting, right? Then they got like these things called Python, PDF, spatial, statistical files. You could tie to databases like MySQL, Oracle, Amazon, and a bunch of other sources. But in this case, my favorite two for working independently are Microsoft and text files, particularly if this is the first time you've ever done it. Let's go ahead and just click text. Now in this case, I've navigated to my Tableau resume data. It's just an Excel file I have where I want to make one of those really fancy Tableau resumes. I create an Excel file because really the start of any good visualization is good data. So you click on that and bring it in. The first thing you notice is nothing. You do have your connections, which is the data file you just loaded in, and these are all the sheets inside the Excel file. So the way you get this to show up is to drag one of the sheets over. And you can see that Excel is pretty smart and it will automatically parse the information into the view. You can remove this view, or you can grab another sheet, maybe geography. These are places I've been and visited for business. I always thought they were kind of cool. That's why I put them in here. So going back to career, I put the career sheet in. And once you do that, then it says go to worksheet. You can click that, or click the worksheet. And then you do everything in Tableau within columns and rows or dimensions. You have the columns, the rows, the pages, the filters. And you can just drag things like, okay, the company I work for. Maybe I can put the position or the start date where I work with somebody in that kind of guard. And then you can see I start having a list of the companies I work for and the start dates of where I worked. And you can do those kind of things. And it's just really there. If you also hit the show me, it actually shows you different options and things that you can do with the data that are available. So far, this is what I have available, more like a Gantt chart point of view. Look, I can make a Gantt chart. Well, that's pretty good. Maybe I want to make my Gantt chart over a period of a month rather than years. The only problem is I don't see the duration, so I'd have to create a duration formula. But the key thing here is every time I want to go in, I just think about it. So if I go to another sheet, well, I'll double click and then rename this sheet career. And then say I want to create another sheet. Now here, it's still showing me this sheet. I'm not sure I like that, so I want to go back to my data source. Say, I got to go to new data source really to get this in because I want to change the sheets. Excel, from the same sheet from Excel. Then I go, which one do I want? Let's take geography. Then I go back to sheet 2 in geography and I grab location, which I think is going to be airport codes or those kind of things. Didn't come out so much, but these are my airport codes. Let's go back to data source and make sure you use a geographical location that you set the, I clicked the wrong one. The string variable here really is a string. It's really has a geographical role. In this case, it's airport. You can see the airport codes. Go back to sheet 2 and you click to show me again. And you can see different things show up, like the map of the world. Voila, these are different places I've been. And it's really good. This is meant to be a short, small learning video to help everybody get going.